start by asking you about Virat Kohli. Well, whether or not he has a fitting finish to 2016, you must be feeling vindicated, because when we were doing the series preview with you, you had predicted another double hundred.
Yes. Yes, I think it feels good to be proven right. But, you know, the kind of form that Virat has been in throughout the year, and particularly the way he's been batting, it was only you know, quite natural to feel he's going to get better and better and better. And today, I think, was really something absolutely special. All those of us who were at the 1K day to witness you know, live as different from witnessing it on television, I think we were privileged to see a very special innings.
Mr. Gavaskar, Michael Clarke had become the first batsman to score 4 double tons in a year. Do you think Virat Kohli can match that feat?
He's got 3 double tons. There's one more test to go. So, of course, he has every chance to match that feat. And if he does that, it'll be fantastic.
Sir, Kohli batted for over 8 hours and had a very tired smile on his face when he was walking back to the pavilion at lunch. It must have taken tremendous physical strain and to get out there and score the double ton. What does really that say about his mental fitness?
See, he was running between the wickets for not just his own runs, but also for his partner's runs. And he was running them so hard, so fast. It actually tells you a great deal about his physical fitness. And I think along with that, you know, when you're physically fit, also, you know, you become mentally stronger, because, you know, the tiredness that you sometimes feel is a lot of the tiredness is also in the mind. And, you know, he didn't allow any sort of feeling of tiredness to creep into his mind. And towards the end also, when he was looking to score runs quickly so that he could declare, you could see that, you know, he was still physically very, very fit and mentally sharp enough to take the ones and the twos.
Right. It seems that his appetite for runs have grown bigger with captaincy, and he believes in leading by example by scoring huge runs, a method that even Steve Smith follows. But would you say that he is a notch better as captain than Steve Smith?
No comparisons, no. Please don't ask me to compare, you know, because I've said this time and again, that you can't compare people who play for different teams. You know, you can only compare when they are playing for the same team against the same opposition. So it's very difficult to compare. I think we in India love these comparisons. We in India love the stats so much. But let's be happy with what Virat is doing. He's scoring hundreds of runs. He's taking India to a win. What does it matter what Steve Smith is doing? It'll matter only when Australia and India are playing. Then it'll matter what Steve Smith is doing. But at the moment, let's rejoice in what we are seeing from the Indian captain and from his Indian boys.
Right, sir. Talking about captaincy, you still hold the record of most test hundreds by an Indian captain, and certainly the most number of runs in a series. Going at the rate, how long do you think Virat will take to get past you?
Maybe 3 innings.
So talking a little bit about Jayant Yadav, Virat Kohli said that he's a complete package. The way he scored his stunt today, what do you make of it, and do you think that he should bat higher up the order now?
Well, I mean, he really came into bat at a situation where India was just barely getting to the England total, and there to add almost well past 200 runs. I mean, that is something that tells you how good a player is, what a thinking player is. Because when he heard his you know, end of the match interview, end of the day's interview, where he said he realized that he hadn't you know, contributed with the ball and that he needed to contribute with the bat, so he carried on and got to 100. That was terrific, absolutely terrific. At times in the morning today, some of the shots that he played through the covers, you know, it looked as if it was Virat Kohli who was playing those shots. And I think that's the biggest compliment that I can give him, because he was matching Virat Kohli stroke for stroke, at least in that first half an hour, 1 hour's played on the 4th morning.
And how long do you think now India will need to wrap up this game?
Well, we are all hoping that they do it before England get to 231 and wrap it up and get an innings win. So if that happens, I think we are hoping that it will happen before lunch. But don't forget, there's Joss Butler still to come into bat. Johnny Bestall's batting well. So we might just get a little bit delayed. Maybe India might have to score 40, 50 runs like they had to at Mohali. But the way I see it, I think the end is very near for England.
We saw a very strong Barmy Army presence in Mumbai. Several of them have come, and there were about 20,000 people at the Wankhede Stadium, and though there wasn't a Mumbai car in the middle, we saw so many of them in the stands, and of course you were there in the commentary box. Talk us through what was happening. We saw the crowds cheering to Kohli, and it seems that Sachin has been replaced by Kohli now.
Well, I can tell you, it was band baja that was absolutely in full flow. Every time an Indian batsman got a run, and particularly when Virat hit a boundary, and then later on when he hit the odd six, I mean, it was literally the band was going, berserk. The crowd was going berserk. But you know what, Rika, the most, exciting part for me was to see so many young people in the crowd today. I mean, I think that augurs well for the future. To see so many, about 10, 11, 12-year-old kids come today. I know it was a Sunday, it's a holiday, but for them to come and then to see the kind of batsmanship that they saw from Virat Kohli and Jayant Yadav, I think that will incentivize them to take up this game. And I think that also was very, very exciting.